Lay it on the line. Show me your heart, and I'll show you mine. If we want this, if we need this, then let's lay it on the line. Settle down, let's try to talk it out. Hey y'all, welcome back to Lay It on the Line. It's your girl Jamila.
Your boy Miles.
And before we get started, y'all know what to do. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, or hit the like, share, and we want you to comment after you watch this episode. You can do it during, before, after, just as long as you do it. We appreciate that. Miles, you good?
I'm straight.
All right, so we got some questions from 2 viewers. I'm going to read the question out, and then you give your feedback, I give my feedback. We're going to leave the feedback out there for y'all, so when you hear the question and you watch this, in the comments, tell us what your answer is. We want to see if y'all think the same or if we all think different. What you think?
I hear you.
All right, so the first one comes from a female viewer. She say, "Hey lady, hope you and the family are doing well. I have a topic if y'all would like to discuss it. Question: is hanging up on somebody that you're in a relationship with or not in a relationship with the same disrespect as spitting on them? Where do we draw the line on disrespect? Hashtag Lay It on the Line podcast." So if me and you are together and I hang up in your face, is that on the same level of disrespect if I spit in your face?
No.
Why so?
Why so? Because that's spitting on anybody. That's a whole different level. Disrespect ain't even in the equation no more.
Mm-hmm.
That's grounds to get you mopping the floor with. That will get you mopped up with. You know what I'm saying? Dog walk and all those.
Mollywop.
Yeah, everything. You know. But hanging up on somebody, it can be disrespectful, but it depends on the situation. Like if we having a conversation and I call you or you call me and we talking and I tell you something, right? And then you tell me, but then when I go back tell it, if I'm speaking or you speaking and either one of us get louder than the other one and you're not letting the other person talk, I'm going to hang up. Because I'm trying to talk and you steady trying to tell me what I said, or I'm trying to tell you what you said and not listening. You know what I'm saying? And before I get my pressure worked up or get all mad, I'm just going to hang up. Because the fact you yelling and you're not letting me say what I have to say.
Right.
And it's vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So some people might feel it's disrespect. Now, if you just talking, if I come to you and say, hey, so blase this, and you be like, man, whatever, I'm coming with, and boom.
That's disrespectful.
Now you just gonna hang up on me like I asked you a question and you just what and hang up, call you back. What? You just gonna hang up my face when I ask a question while I responding back first? Then that's gonna be disrespectful. But I can't say it's disrespectful if somebody hang up on you and y'all yelling over each other and there's nothing. What that boy say?
You protecting your peace, I guess.
Yeah, but what Neo say? You yelling, I'm yelling. Nobody seem to be heard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just
look at your boy quote Neo.
Yeah, so that's exactly what it is. So I don't think it's disrespect. Now if you was talking and you asking them a question, they don't answer, they just hanging up or say you, then yeah. So it can be and it can't be. But I won't say spitting in your face and hanging up is that the same? No, they not.
How would you feel if somebody spit in your face, especially somebody you're in a relationship with?
They better be way over there, because so when I see it come out their mouth, there's some problems. Like, you know, man, that's one of the most nastiest, just because you don't know, man, everybody hygiene in their mouth.
This your woman, you know her hygiene.
Well, you want to say my woman, but if it ain't,
yeah, they say whether you are or not. Yeah, in a
exactly.
With
so what I'm saying is we just speaking on somebody that we just like, I don't
just period.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like people bleed from the gums. Some people don't brush their teeth.
Some people have halitosis.
Yeah, so you know, you spit come out somebody's mouth, and forbid if it pop you on your lip, on your man. It's like I want to throw up first, but then like, man, don't you know? You know, so.
All right. So your advice to the subscriber or the viewer is basically like, don't take it as the person is being disrespectful to you. Maybe they hung up because they were receiving negativity because they couldn't get their words out. So instead of them arguing back with you, They hung up to cancel the argument,
Yeah,
to protect their peace.
pretty much.
And then if somebody spit on you, that's like the most disrespectful thing that they can do. So
Yeah,
it's not equivalent. It's not the same.
yeah.
Yeah, I would have to say that I agree with Miles. You can be talking to somebody on the phone. You can get, you can feel disrespected by the person, and that's why you hang up on them. Or at the same time, like he said, you're talking, you feel like you're not being heard, and if that's gonna trigger you or make you feel some kind of way, hang up. You can call back later. You can send a text like, "Hey, you was triggering me. I just hung up because I didn't want it to get any further." As for spitting on me in my face, that's a no go, and I don't think we could get past that. I can forgive you because that's a Christian thing to do, but I don't. I can't see you no more. You can't see me if you spit in my face. Like,
Done
I don't
deal.
condone violence, but don't ever spit in nobody's face, especially if you expect to keep your teeth. Just don't do it. All right. So we have another question.
Yeah.
All right. The next question we received because on our Facebook group, Led on the Line, every Wednesday we give everybody opportunity to ask us a question, and if they give us a question, we'll talk about it on the show. So this was one of the questions from one of our viewers. It says they want our point of view on the difference between a woman and a wife and a man and a husband. Do you view them the same? If not, what's the difference?
No, you can't. Well, you can view them the same to a certain extent, and reason why you can't view them the same is because, well, let me say this: some people treat every person the same, regardless if they was a wife or girlfriend or boyfriend or husband. And the reason why I say that is because me personally, I'm gonna treat. If you're a woman, I'm gonna treat you like a woman. But if you become a wife, you get it's a different level of other treatment. So basically, it's like access. You know how you play video games or you do certain games or certain things
When
you
you go to
do.
the next level?
It's different levels.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the same thing I feel. Some dudes treat and some men treat every woman on that high level regardless. There's nothing
Mm-hmm.
wrong with it, but I think it's to a certain extent things only can go, that you should go with it. I mean, of course you have to when you with somebody, you try to figure out the difference in like knowing like for me to accept you to say, okay, what is it that about you to make me say I want to make you my woman, or
Mm-hmm.
what is it about me to make you say I want you to be my man, right? So we have to still do things in order to say, because you ain't gonna just get somebody with, hey, what's up, we talk on the phone, let's go. That ain't showing me what you gonna do for me or how you gonna present yourself to me or whatever for me to say, oh yeah, I can deal with this.
How do you feel about those? And I'm gonna let you finish the question too. But how do you feel about the people that say, "Well, that's not your husband, so he don't deserve to get husband treatment," or "That's not your wife, she shouldn't be doing anything until she become a wife"? How do you feel about those statements?
Well, you right, and you won't be getting nothing else done from me or nothing farther than what it is with me. So we just hooking up and mashing and clapping cheeks and back. That's all it's gonna be. And if you, I
So
mean,
how
that's
much? At what level do you expect a girlfriend before she become your wife? Because with men, you say you have different levels. You know how much you're gonna give or do, or how you're gonna treat her. As a man, to the women that's out there that's dating with a purpose that want to be married, what are the levels that y'all men are looking for that she doesn't lose herself in doing everything for you as if she's your wife?
well, I'm a private person. I figure equal opportunities. You know what I'm saying? You do for me, I do for you. It ain't got to
Mm-hmm.
be tick tack tack and tick for each one, but it's like this here. If I know if I'm digging you and I'm liking you, I'm gonna do things to show you that this is like I'm gonna do this in real life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But if I choose to let you become my significant other, mean like my carry my name, my last name, or anything like that,
Mm-hmm.
then these is so in other words, if we just friends, girlfriend, boyfriend, we chilling, you as a woman, you gonna show me what you do if you become my wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you will cook, you still carry yourself the way you carry yourself, you still do things you do, you still concerned, making sure I still have things because you showing me now. this is what I do if you my man, or if you become my husband, then it's gonna go past that. It might be now you come my husband, okay, I'm gonna put your name on my account, or I'm gonna put your name on this here, and vice versa. I'm your man, right? So because I'm your man, I'm gonna cut your grass. I'm gonna make sure your car got gas. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wash your car. You know, and
Do the
then
man things.
yeah, and, you know, we go out. I'm gonna treat you and stuff like that.
Open
Now,
the door.
yeah. So once you become my wife, now it's other things that I'm willing to do. Now I don't mind giving you a little money, but it's kind of linger like if I'm how much on what I'm gonna do all for you. It's a limit to what I'm gonna spend and do with you. You come my wife, then you know what? Then we get just take the card.
Yeah. Okay. So
You
do
see
you
what I'm
believe
saying?
in like the husband and the wife, once you become husband and wife, having an account together?
Nah, I feel you still should have separate accounts. I
Okay.
just feel
But
strongly
what if
on
you
that.
have an account, she have an account, and y'all have an account together, or
Yeah, you can
just
do that.
separate
You
accounts?
can y'all can put one together and y'all make agreement to how much y'all will put in there. Like we would both put X amount of dollars. So I might say, I'll tell you what, every 2 weeks we'll put 500 a piece in there. I put 500, you put 500. Next 2 weeks we put another 500, and that right there will use money to take care of vacations, maybe something we want to buy or try to get towards or do. You know, so just say we want to buy some property. Well, you know what? Let's put 1,000 every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And let's put 1,000 every 2 weeks so we see what we can accomplish. I mean, how much we can accumulate.
Right.
Right. So we'll put 1,000, and then, but that money or whatever we put in there can go towards whatever we want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
And now me personally, I'm still gonna take care of the bills because that's my job. So I'm not gonna add that into what we've saving together in the account.
Right.
That account is for if we want to go out of town, if it's we want to try to purchase something or things like that. Maybe even emergency if we have to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But most time that's what that's for. I'm gonna cover my part of the portion of it. I'm gonna pay the mortgage. If I'm paying mortgage and car insurance, your job is pay water bill, light bill, and gas bill. You pay that out your account.
Yeah.
And even though we had this account, we won't have a card. Like we'll have a card, but we won't keep it with us. We'll leave it put away. You see what I'm saying? We'll leave
Because
it.
that's just for y'all to add.
Yeah, we just put the card away, but we can always easily deposit money into the account. We'll put it in. We'll come to find whatever bank, credit union. Me personally, I like credit union. I don't like fooling with banks. Because banks give you too much a headache. I mean, people like banks because they say get the money return. Credit unions do it too. Difference between a bank and a credit union. I don't know why I'm going on that for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's okay. But let's go back to the original question.
Yeah.
Okay, the difference between a man and a husband. You tell us about the wife. Like, as a man and a husband, like, what's the difference?
Man and a husband. What's the difference? It's a big difference.
That was the question.
You getting the man last name once you become a husband. I mean, become a wife. You know what I'm saying? You get the last name, and then you know the benefits that you might gain from her. You know, she becoming your wife. You know what I'm saying? So it goes up. The levels go up a little bit more higher. I mean, some people say it's still the same. If you see it that way, cool. But I think once you come together, you kind of open up a little bit more access to a lot of other things.
Let me ask you a question. Like, you have like young people, they think because they're a certain age that make them grown.
Yeah.
And like the person that asked the question, it was like the difference between a man and a husband. You hear all the time people like, well, a real man would do this and a real man would do that. Excuse me, what's the difference between a man and a real man?
Well, how can they
coming from a man?
But how can they tell a man what's real? How can they say what's a real man if they ain't have no father figure in their life?
But your opinion, if I'm saying, hey, I had father figures.
But no. But no, I'm not saying that. But what can you consider as a real man?
That's what I'm asking.
So if you know what a real man is, any woman that had a father figure in their life, they won't be saying, I need a real man in my life. I need a real man. A real man would do this. You ain't got to say that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, in their mind. So this what I can get. This what I get out of it. They think, and most time what I get out of it when they say that, they think because I meet you today and I'm talking to you, right? You get in a jam or you need something paid, I should just, take care of that and go pay your rent. Go take that and take care of that for me. That's what a man. Why should I pay and do that for you? And we just conversating and talking. You got your lifestyle. You have your own mortgage. I have mine. Now, when we go places and do shit, I will cover that. But it's not my job to sit up and pay your mortgage, pay my mortgage, still give you money to do. You lost your mind. You lost.
So when they say that they're looking for financial gain.
Yeah, so that's what they consider. That's why they say a real man would do this. A real man, no. That's what you tell that to somebody who want to believe that shit. That shit don't fly with me. And then the real man will be like, okay, you think that's what they do? All right, well, cool, go ahead.
Okay, for the women that don't know what a real man is, that didn't have a father figure growing up or didn't have a father in their life, using our platform, what is something that you can tell them so that it can help them to identify what a man is, really? A real man.
Oh, everybody real in this world. Everybody's real. We won't be talking and
breathing.
Okay,
a man
real.
And not
but
a boy.
A man, yeah.
And
so
not an imposter.
A grown man. A grown man. So the difference is it's a grown man and a little boy. A grown man, no, he take care of responsibilities. He know what to do without nobody telling him what to do, right? So a grown man gonna make sure you're good. A grown man, if you my woman and we locked in, I'm gonna make sure your car's gassed up so you don't have to run out of gas. Unless I'm not nowhere in town and you drove all the gas out and you don't have no choice but to stop because you drove it all out. But other than that, you gonna make sure the car filled up, right? You're gonna make sure she don't have to worry about none of the main big things that she shouldn't be worried about. Like, I'm not gonna be worried about I shouldn't have to worry about if the clothes getting washed. I'm running short on toothpaste, deodorant.
So you're traditional.
Yeah, like I feel like you my woman, you know what I need. If you wash my clothes, you be like, you know what, I need to get this boy some more boxers or t-shirts and socks. So when I go to the store, I'm thinking about let me get him some socks, t-shirts, boxers, or whatever. Let me get him, when I'm out thinking about it, let me get him some cologne.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I seen his cologne looking short, so let me cover that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, and I feel like that's what a woman should do. Let me make sure this man been working all day. He got some food to eat when he get home. Let me get him cook this man some breakfast because I know he finna get up in a minute Saturday and he finna go out there and cut this yard. You know what I'm saying? He finna go wash this car, so I want to make sure he ate before he do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I know we figure out to go somewhere. If something need to be done, he finna get that ladder and climb on the house. He finna hang this up, do that for me.
Yeah.
So that's my job of doing that, and we stand together. I'm gonna cover the bills. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not taking nothing from nobody who choose to go 50-50, and a lot of people get it twisted about 50-50. It's 100-100 with each other because it's like this here. I'm gonna give you 100%. You give me 100%. If me and you decide to split stuff up, there's nothing wrong with that. You got folks say, man, why should I? Nigga, if y'all trying to come up and y'all know what y'all trying to strive towards, there's nothing wrong with y'all going half and half. And sometimes y'all need to understand when you go half and half, it don't mean you might be going half me on a mortgage. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I might be covering the mortgage. Like I just spoke on it. I cover the mortgage. You might cover the water bill, light bill, utilities, right? And then you might I'm going to get, and you cover 80% of the groceries. Yeah. And I give you the other 20. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So it's like we helping each other, not just sitting up expecting this man to give you the money for the groceries, pay all the utilities and mortgage.
Unless he make like a lot of money more than
that's
her.
Different. That's different. You know what I'm saying? But then the 9 times out of 10, in today's society, a lot of people ain't doing that. A man, well, I can't say that.
The ones that make a lot of money might not be with the women that don't make no money. Not true.
No, I ain't saying that. Because a man would take a woman broke, driving a Pinto, but a woman with money won't do that.
Yeah, they will. I know some that have.
Once again, a woman with a man's status that's high, he would take a woman, it don't matter what she is, right? A woman that feel like they got their status high, they feel like, nah, I ain't finna do that. The scale for a woman to do that is real small. But a man would do it all day and every day. Me personally, I'm not doing it.
I don't agree.
I'm not doing it. Why you don't agree?
Because I know a lot of women that make a lot of money, that make a lot more money than men, and they have been with men that didn't make a lot of money, and they didn't care. Like, they probably wanted them to be that way. And I know a lot of women with a lot of money that they're looking for a man on their level, and they are still single.
Yeah, true that. That's a bunch of them like that. And so
because they feel like they're settling, but you're not settling just because he don't make enough money for you. If he have all these other values. And that's where a lot of people mess up at. You're rating people by their financial income.
No, I don't see nothing wrong with it. But me personally, you have, yes, women out here that make money. And if this guy's a type of guy, he's doing this, he's doing that, she like it. She hoping he motivate and want to rise beyond where he at, right? So she's willing to give him a fair shot at it. But when he ain't trying to rise and elevate, she not gonna want to sit there and waste her time.
I just don't recommend it because most men are traditional men. They want to make more money than what they women make, and they will get with a woman that make more money than them, and then they'll dog the woman out because their pride, their ego, something within them can't make them feel good about themselves to be good to a woman because she make more money than him.
I don't
So
care.
I just don't understand men that think like that. Why even date the woman if you know that you can't get over the fact that she make more money than you?
I don't care. My woman can make 10 times more than me. I'm cool with it.
Right.
Because my thing is, I'm good, long as I'm good with my money, which I'm gonna still grow and develop. You know what I'm saying? And you doing it, it don't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that don't intimidate me. It ain't nothing you can tell me to make me feel less than where I'm at.
Right. Well, that's because you have confidence. And I think that's another issue. A lot of men sometimes they don't have the confidence that they might want to have.
Yeah.
And to be with a woman that make more money than them, that might make them feel less than a man, but it doesn't matter. You know, like men really think, and I think it's a society thing, but I think that a lot of men, boys and men, think that a woman won't be with them if they don't make enough money or if they don't make more money than them. But like you say, a woman can still get with you if she see that you're trying, you have drive, you still doing something for yourself. That's just something that she can look over. Everybody have a checklist, but you got non-negotiables, deal breakers, red flags, and yellow flags, you know. So yeah, this man has everything going for him, but he don't make that much money. Are you gonna really just walk away from this man because he don't make a lot of money when you make enough money to take care of both of y'all? Some people will settle and be by themselves, and some people be like, well, you know what? He can eventually get a better job, and then he'll be making more money, and then I get the total package.
Yeah. So I just don't feel like that. It really don't matter. You just gotta have confidence within yourself, man. So don't ever estimate yourself in the power that you're as a king, man. I'm just being real 100. Like, one thing about me,
you gotta believe it, you know.
Yeah, man. One thing about me, it ain't nothing that a person can tell me or make me think anything different. You know what I'm saying? Because it's billions of people out here. Because one or two people said something, don't mean 3 and 4 not gonna say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get shot down by ugly, pretty, big, skinny, fat, medium, however. All of them gonna shoot you down some type of form, fashion way. But then at the end of the day, I'm cool. That ain't, hey babies, I'm straight. I'm cool. I take that shot down.
Yeah, some people they really don't know how to handle rejection, and that's crazy to me. You know, you have like some very handsome men and some very beautiful women. They will pass up on somebody that they can see across the room that they're attracted to because they are afraid of rejection. So I'm like, you won't even shoot your shot. Already you don't know this person, so what does it matter if they tell you no? You don't lose because you didn't know them in the first place. So if you don't say anything to them now, what if they would have really given you a chance and you didn't know it, and now you lost out altogether?
I tell people all the time, man, look, you got one time and one time only. If you see somewhere and you sitting there looking like, man, I like her, I'm digging her, man, approach her, go for it. Because sitting here keep saying, you got to approach it. You know what I'm saying? What you afraid? A lot of them be like, nah, man, I got to get my money right. Why you worrying about your money? If you got enough money to take her out to eat and just do little simple stuff, nigga, it don't matter.
Because
it'll get
TikTok
there.
and Instagram and Facebook have people thinking that the only time you can go on a date with a woman is if you finna spin a bag. And to be honest with you, like, that shouldn't be a determining factor. You should be able to talk to a person on the phone, be able to meet up with them, go for coffee, go for a snack, go for a picnic.
Anything.
You know, like, I don't know, red flag if you trying to date a girl and she's telling you have to spend a certain amount of money to get some time with her. She's not serious.
Man, have confidence in yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, me personally, I just think, a grown man will do grown man things. Kids and boys gonna do kids and boys things. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. They not the same. It's totally two different. You got a little girl and you got a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? And so when you see women talk, I'm a grown woman, but you acting like a little kid and a little girl, you're not a grown woman.
Mhm.
Because see, in actuality, a real grown man, a grown man and a grown woman, if we somewhere and something get heated, you're not going to escalate your voice with me.
Mhm.
We going to handle it like grown folks say, not right now,
Mhm.
wait, or like,
Like
this
how
ain't
your
the
parents
place.
used to tell you when you was little, wait till we get home and I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you what
yeah.
up.
So it's just you handle things different. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So some people just, that's why I say sometimes you see grown people and they be acting like, you're like, man, it's a grown woman acting like that, or it's a grown dude acting like that. It's just they haven't, it's like
Mhm.
they don't know, they ain't outgrew, I don't know what they lacking or
Yeah.
what it is. Like, man, you gotta outgrow things in
Yeah, you
life,
gotta
man.
grow up.
You have to grow up. You can't always go everywhere acting a certain way, still doing stuff you would have did when you was younger.
Mhm.
Because it's stuff that you did when you were younger, you learn and you outgrow that.
Mhm. So I want to answer the question about the difference between a wife and a woman and a man and a husband. So women are women, wives are women, so it's really not a difference there. But the difference between a wife and a woman, when you're single, when you're not a wife, you might be a little bit more flirtatious when you go out. You might dress a little bit more provocative. You are not responsible for nobody but yourself. But when you become a wife, you might be a little bit more conservative. You are not flirting or entertaining anybody else because you have a husband, because you are a wife. You know, like I say, the content that you put out if you're on social media will be different because you have to hold yourself to a higher regard because you no longer just represent yourself, you represent your husband as well. So to me, it's a difference in how you carry yourself, the difference between a wife and a
A
woman.
woman.
As far as a husband, like if you're single or you're just dating somebody, you as a man, you're going to always try to be kind of like a protector of the woman that you're dating or that you're seeing just because that's natural, right?
Yeah.
But if you are a husband, you're going to put your wife first and you're going to be responsible for her, not just for yourself. So, like things that you probably wouldn't consider doing for just a woman, it's going to come second nature to want to do it for your wife. Like if y'all living in the same house and
Yeah.
you're the husband, you're going to be like, my wife is not touching this trash. I'm going to take her out because that's what a man would want to do. You want to treat your wife as a princess. You don't want her dealing with trash. Same thing with a woman and a wife. A wife, she might come to your house and just visit, but if she your wife and y'all in the same house, she's not just visiting you, she's actually like, I see some dust, I'm gonna go in and dust this off. I know my man got to get up early in the morning to go to work, so let us go to bed early, or let me make sure he have his lunch packed or something like
Yeah.
that. When you're the wife, you're gonna think about those things for your husband. Like you said, it's the different levels.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's different levels. You get different treatment. You get extra treatment. She might be what we was talking about in the last topic.
Yeah.
The women that want to be treated certain ways with their husbands or whatever. So like as your girlfriend, she might be good in the bedroom, but then when she become your wife, if you allow it to happen, she might want to be Slutty Betty in the bedroom with you. You get different treatment when she's your wife versus when she's just your girlfriend. In some cases.
Some cases, yeah,
Yeah.
because some
But in most cases, I think the women be trying to win an award because they
say
want to
going
let
all
you know,
in.
like,
Yeah, they going all
yeah, I
in on
got
the
that
first
good
time.
stuff. Yeah.
And then once they can't, like they slacking. Hold on, bro. How you got me is what you were doing. Now you
Right.
better
Get
keep
back on
that
that
up.
ceiling
Yeah,
fan.
don't switch and change on me now.
Right,
You
right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? So yeah, but yeah, it just that's the difference in it. But people gotta understand. I hear people always saying that though. Like I don't want to hear no more women talking about a real man. I don't want to hear nothing because if this is like I said a long time ago. Y'all, a lot of y'all women want to build a badass man.
Of
You want
course
to
we
build a
do.
badass man.
Yes.
It's so I know it's so many. I know it's women right now. You know, they expectations and what they want in a man. I be like, Nero, this is a good person right here, and I'm
Hmm.
trying to, I'm not hooking out, but I'm just gonna do shout maybe this and the other. But you well now he ain't tall enough for me, or he ain't. I'm like,
Yeah, they let us
he
say
not
they see
tall
the
enough
reason
for
that they
you,
gonna end up
or cause
single.
he this. I say, you know what?
Hmm.
Then you wonder why you ain't with nobody. You too picky.
Hmm.
Like you got to get to know a person first.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But if that's your preference, hey, go for it.
Yeah, they should get to know him too, because like you might meet this person and you're not attracted to them because they too short or they not the right color or they eyes too far apart. But once you get to know that person and they start treating you like you've never been treated before and how you always wanted to be treated, I guarantee
All that
you
shit changed.
you're not gonna even notice that he's short or that he got a gap in his teeth or whatever. You know, you're just gonna be like, you're gonna see the good, because when you're good on the inside, that person is going to start to see all the good in you. But when you are not a good person on the inside,
It's gonna
they
show.
be around you. You probably was the prettiest thing or the most handsome man they ever seen. But then when you show your true colors that you was rotten, evil person, they can be like, dang, I didn't even know he had acne. Or this dude going bald. Or, you know, she slew footed and I never noticed that. You never noticed it because you was paying attention to the outer. But when that ugly inside came out, now you see every flaw that person
Yeah,
have.
yeah. But nobody ain't perfect, man. Nobody ain't got the perfect body in the world. I mean, it's some out here, but they doing so much just to try to maintain and keep that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But hey, those who like to exercise, do it. You know,
Yeah, I'm
health
trying to
is
get to
wealth.
that point to
Yeah,
start
yeah. Wealth is
exercising.
health. Health is wealth. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
you gotta when you start trying to elevate yourself, you want to make sure your health is right. You know, that's
Mm.
most important thing.
Before we wrap it up, I want to ask you about Stefan Diggs. I don't know if you've been following him in the news or in social media world. He was on trial for, I think, abusing or sexually assaulting or whatever, something bad with his chef, personal chef. And I think that there were speculations or rumors that him, her, and Cardi B had all messed around and that she was trying to mess with him. And the allegations were thrown out in court. She was found, well, he was found not guilty. So I know that we have been talking and speaking on accountability before. How do you feel, or what do you think that the system should be when a woman accuses a man and they cannot find any truth to what she say, but he might have, and I don't know if this to be true, so don't quote me on anything. Let's just say he lost endorsements, or if he was fired from his job because of those allegations. Once he come back not guilty, should anything happen to the woman, how do you hold a woman accountable for lying and trying to ruin somebody's reputation and their career?
Whatever money I lost, I want to sue her, counter sue her for the money that I lost. If it was my endorsements, if it was my livelihood that pays my bills, all that, or lock her butt up. She need to get locked up because there's too many women getting away with this false allegations on stuff saying man do it and they know they lying. And then when they found guilty, just, oh, we found not guilty. But this man
Mm-hmm.
had just sat in jail the whole time
Because he
until he
couldn't
got
get a
fined because he
bond.
couldn't get a bond or because of son because you did this here. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like women need to be held because oh I ain't no you knew what you said you know what you was doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It goes on every day. I see it all the time.
Yeah.
That's why now I tell anybody, man, it's almost like you got to record anything you do now. If you
Mm-hmm.
go out, if you out with your boys, y'all at the club or y'all out of town, y'all doing something, y'all meet some little females, they try going to the back with y'all to the room or they want y'all to go to the room with them and it's just you by yourself and they think you got bread, nigga, I don't care. Hit that record button, set your phone up and let your phone record the whole time. You know what I'm saying? You know you
Yeah.
lied, you didn't put whatever evidence you said, it wasn't enough to say that's what it
That he
is.
was
You know what I'm
guilty.
saying? As far as I know, you might have just got mad. You know what I'm saying? And now you want more money for stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is, oh
That's why
man,
I say, like, rich people, they should be more careful and more cautious, because people are such opportunists nowadays. You
yeah,
know,
for a
you
come
might be
up.
thinking that this woman is genuine. You have her in your house, you have her around your woman, or whatever the case may be. But she's looking at an opportunity. Oh, he rich. Let me go make up this storyline, and I'm gonna take him to court. And it's a look of the draw. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen, and it's possible that people could have been prejudiced, you know, because he's famous. Some people be jealous of famous people and be like, well, he guilty. Now this man lost his career, his freedom, all because you was mad or you was just trying to get some money that you didn't earn or deserve. It's cold. It's cold
Cold,
world.
cold, cold world, man.
All
Cold
right, you
world.
got anything else you want to bring up before we close it out?
Hmm. No, not really, man. Just me. I'm always saying, man, keep your head on swivel. Stay positive. Have confidence in yourself, man. You know, I always stay miles ahead, worries behind you, man. You stay miles ahead, all your worries be behind you. I just feel like, whether you young, old, or whatever, man, we all gotta develop and become a better person than you was yesterday, than we was when we was 10, 20, 30s, or whatever the age you are now. You always want to up. You always want to better your mind. I mean, always uh, put knowledge on the brain. You know what I'm saying? I always stay on top and try to elevate yourself from where you at. It's okay to be who you are, but also elevate yourself to be better than what you are as too. You see what I'm saying? So I think that, once you do that, then you realize and you look at life totally different. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes we might don't know things and we don't see things different, so we just always be calm to where we at. And one thing, another thing, man, all you kings, man, don't ever let a woman or let nobody make you seem like you ain't worthy who you are, or because they shot you down, dictate you from who you is. We all been shot down before, but it ain't gonna stop you. You gotta have confidence within yourself. Keep a positive mind, speak positive, you get positive results. I always say that. I always feel that way, and I believe that because I witness it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not witnessing for myself because I speak like that. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, I ain't have no problem getting women. I had women this tall, this tall,
You
this tall.
dated some midgets, some little people.
I have out, but it wasn't no. I mean, it's just you gotta have confidence in yourself.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But whatever you do, do it for yourself. Don't do it for no he or she. Do it for
Or
yourself
them.
or them. You know what I'm saying? Just do it for yourself. It just because that's what you want to do.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And just find you somebody that you can really trust, that you really know they want to build just like you. And one thing about it, once y'all get up here, remember, once you get up here, that's when the devil start working a lot. People
Hmm.
start coming from out of woodwork. It's a lot of stuff that start trying to distract y'all or break y'all up.
Hmm.
But you got to remember, stay prayed up. You stay prayed up, all that can't, it ain't nothing can stop you, man. Nothing can stop you, nothing can tear that down. Only person can tear it down is you as a person, or your ego, or your big head, not stand, remain humble. You
Hmm.
remain humble, you progress. You
Hmm.
grow, you live, you learn. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
I like that. I hope y'all was listening. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us here at Lay It on the Line. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And we'll catch y'all next time. It's been real.
We out.